Hi, ThatPaulGuy. This time about a year ago, or this time right at a year ago, I was going into my last week of my senior year of my last semester, the last set of courses, last session and all that stuff. And so I've been out of school now, diploma, degree, all that good stuff, good job, for about a year now. And what I'm about to tell you is what I've learned in the last year that was probably just as important or more important than everything I learned in the 4 years previous and all the years of experience I had leading up to going back to school. Don't give up. It's part of it is timing, part of it's luck, part of it's the pursuit of what you really want, part of it's luck, part of it is determination and hard work, part of it's luck. And part of it's luck. It's the right time, right place at the right time. It's a lot of stuff. It's you have to go at it like there's nothing else. I mean, you don't have any other choice. And then once you get into a job, you're going to find that you have to be what they call a polyglot. Especially if you're in a position like I am, where I am working on a project now of something that I didn't learn in school. I'm learning a programming language that I knew nothing about a year ago, had no idea. It wasn't one of the major languages I was trying to learn. What I was trying to make sure I did learn in my junior and senior year was to go after a couple other programming languages that I thought were more widely used than the one I was learning in school. So I'm going to tell you that my best advice, if you are going into computer programming, you're going to be a software engineer, you're going to do anything of that sort, you're going to the technology field, make sure your math skills and science skills, you don't have to be perfect, but don't give up on it. Work until you get the answer. You can't give up on it. You can't. You have to make sure that you somehow find a way to find a way. With computer programming, I would say there's a couple of languages you really probably need to put your hands on. I would say at least either C++ or Java. One of those two is a must. And then put your hands on some other stuff like Python, which is pretty easy to learn, or for the most part pretty easy to learn. It does get more difficult, but the basics are pretty easy. And then maybe something else, a scripting language or something like JavaScript or something, just to kind of round that out and make sure that you've got a little bit of a knowledge. Concentrate on whatever the main thing is in school, whether that's C++ or Java. It's going to be probably one of those two. It's what they call an object-oriented programming language. That means that everything is treated as a different object. Everything you write, everything you use, everything you do is treated as a separate entity, all its own, and that's how you manipulate that. But there are other languages that will go, and they're what they're called procedural languages. That means that you can, in Python, just print a little line that says print whatever, and it shows up on your screen. That's a lot more difficult than in a program like Java, or a language like Java. But Java is one of those that no matter what you're doing, somebody else can come back and take over later and see exactly what you were doing. C++ is a little bit sloppier. You have to leave good comments and good notes. But I would say put your hands on either C++ or Java, and then at least one other support language, something else to get you in the door, something else to get you familiar, because you will start to see patterns in the way things are done. Don't give up. Whatever it is, if it's important enough to you, don't give up. Like I said, part of it's timing, part of it's luck, part of it's a lot of things. Part of it's luck, part of it's timing, part of it's don't give up, part of it's luck. You're going to hear me say that a lot, but I'm serious. What I've learned in the last year, more than anything else, is be willing to learn something else. Something other than what you went to school for. Be willing to try to do something you weren't prepared to do or thought you would be doing in school if it's what you really want. There are things that I still want, goals that I still want. Now I find myself now setting myself up for those goals that I'm going to have or that I think I can accomplish 3, 5, and 6 years from now. But I'm not going to give up. So that's, in a nutshell, that's all it is. If you're in the technology field and you are in computer programming and you are, or whatever field you might be in, if you're going back to school for nursing, or if you're going back to school to be a graphic designer, or you're taking classes and be real estate or whatever, if that's what you truly want, don't give up. Keep after it until you nail it. And then after you nail it, don't think that just because you nailed it that you got it down pat. Find out what you don't know, figure out what it is that you're missing, and go after that and do that. You want to be the very best, the very most proficient at your job that you possibly can. And don't give up. But that's all I got to say. I was kind of thinking back on the last year and what I've learned, and I think that's as much or more important than what I actually learned hands-on technical in the past year. Now, I learned one primary language going to school. One base language that everything was programmed in when I was going to school. Now, I did try to learn 2 languages during my junior and senior year on the side because, like I said, I knew I'd need them. But it was my willingness to learn and put myself out there and try something different that actually made a big difference in what is going on with me right now. And above all, I'm not going to give up. So sorry if this dragged on a little bit long. Sorry if it was, taking up a little bit more time or whatever. But those are my thoughts, and it was just something that was on my mind. And like always, if something's on my mind or something's got me, then I'm going to share it with everybody, and I got nothing to hide. So here it is. Bust your ass. Don't give up. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it either. Because if you truly believe you can do it, you can. So that's all I got, folks. As always, hit that right subscribe bar. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Leave me any kind of comments. Feel free to share any of this content. The little bell icon will tell you when I'm doing more of these videos. That's all I got for right now. Thursday's around the corner, and I'll have another update, technology and gaming and all that other stuff. But for now, that's all I got. So I'll see you later.